So we assume that we all know not to fireball tower randomly. But if you didn't, now you know. So here are some tips how to use fireball slash bomb. You know that time where I fireballed a musketeer and she survived? And she took down your tower? Because she was defended? Well, that's not good. So, do not fireball a musketeer unless you know she's actually gonna die. Because then you'll actually lose 4 elixir and then your opponent actually has 4 elixir still chipping off on your tower. So if you can't kill her before she actually can go to the tower, I should not fireball a musketeer. Even though you're hitting the tower, it doesn't mean it's a good fireball. Second tip, use your fireball on multiple troops. So, actually helps out to actually fireball multiple troops. Because I don't see a lot of people actually doing this, probably because they could fireball something else, or fireball a musketeer, probably can go with that. But it's really handy to actually kill a bunch of troops. But if there's something you really have to fireball, you shouldn't really do it. Like 3 musketeers. If he doesn't have any 3 musketeers or something, do not use it. So just, if you can count how many troops he actually used in the match already, then you can know if he has still some 3 musketeers or not. But it's not really used that much, so that's at least that's point. But I see a lot of people just forgetting it. Some people literally just stand still without using fireball, never, even though they have out in their decks. That's kinda not helping for them. So, yeah. Now there are 2 things you want to think about when you use a fireball. We're gonna reach for the fireball and the elixir. The elixir just what you learn you when you use the fireball. So what I mean with what do you want to reach for the fireball? Like, do you want to get your giant to the tower? You want to kill that P.E.K.K.A? You wanna do that? You want to get things actually to the tower? You want the fireball actually to hit something, so actually units just attack something you actually want units to attack. And sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. It just helps. It's actually just some help to your units to actually use the fireball. Obviously you can use your fireball on a tower, but most of the time you actually need to use it on something else and the tower, because that's more useful. And yeah, actually want to do that. So when to use your fireball? Because you can't always just use your fireball. Like, over time it's very easier, the question is very easier to ask, because you sometimes just want to like kill a tower in the time you actually got, and actually want to be able to get the tower down, but sometimes you just don't have the elixir enough. So then something you can actually do is hit something else. So like this time I actually hit the the P.E.K.K.A, and it actually worked out a little bit, because with that health she would actually have before fireball, we would have killed my prince, and that only goes to bad things. So then I actually fireball again, so that's right. So it's really hard to think about when you gotta use the fireball, because sometimes the enemy can't just take out your tower when you actually want to use your fireball. Fireball movement is not the easiest thing to do. Spawners. So actually, that's actually what's interesting to talk about, because they keep on spawning things, and spawners keep on doing that, so yeah. So spawners actually doing a lot of things, a lot of damage, but yeah, you see, so the spawner at my level, against the level 6 spawner against the level 6 barbarian hut against the level 6 fireball actually isn't really a good match, because actually 1/3 of the damage is done, but not everything, so it isn't really that helpful. But if you look into it, a spawner actually is there for 1 minute and spawns after for 14 seconds. So that means, I'm just off the top of my head, that means it spawns 8 barbarians, seriously 8 barbarians. So it spawns 8 barbarians. Not a lot, I thought were a lot more. So a third of this damage actually means like 3.5 barbarian you actually kill. So see, this is the fun fact with spawners. The more spawners, the harder it is. So a spawner actually, 2 spawners, you do not want to have 2 spawners, you don't need not 2 barbarian spawners. So let's make the math easy. So if there's a barbarian with 100, it's spawning 2 barbarians with 100 health, going down the lane, and the tower that only can hit one target, and it does like 10 damage. And the distance between that is 5 seconds. So then the third barbarian it will get targeted actually gets hit by with 5 damage hit, 50 damage. So then the rest will just, and if the barbarians actually do 10 damage too, then the first barbarian that gets hit actually gets 5 hits on the tower. And that 5 hits are then 50 damage, and then the other barbarian actually gets 15 hits. So with more spawners, it actually means more hits. So the spawner actually is really just gonna kill. It's actually with 2 spawners. So I'm just saying whole barbarian guard actually kill. Would actually get the last barbarian would get to 35 hits. So 4 barbarians are way worse than actually 2, which means that 1 spawner I get like 8 elixir. That's what I say about it. And actually, if you combine them both, I would say you would get 20 elixir instead of, because they actually do way more damage. If we actually do it by the thing, but I got no time left, so bye.